maintain their ascendancy if they don't address that. And I'm sure that's what Michael Marham's spoken to at half-time. And I've got to say, Mark Aston might be having the same conversation with his crew as well. So the ball and possession in this second half is going to play a key part.
And I guess so a big part in it is how they handle this wind at their back. With their kicking game, they don't want to be doing, I guess, is putting too much weight on the ball and giving Ireland too many restarts, sets of 6 from the 20.
Time you run, fellas.
David Mead about to get things underway for the second period. And they're ready to go. And here's Hassan then.
Up now, Royce.
Hold, carry.
Hold.
Malali. Good driving defence by PNG.
Hold, James, hold. Reese off the ball. Hold, fellas, wait. Wait, go through.
Filled with a pretty scratchy play the ball. Malali again. And
up now, Reese.
he's hit by Wellington Albert. McCarthy with a mix-up at dummy half. Bear hug by a couple of the big Kumuls forwards.
Last tackle, last.
Finn under pressure from Seguiaro. And Mead, he tears into this Irish defensive line.
Hold! Go one.
He's met too by Roberts there that tees off on him, but we see these early plays again from the Kumuls being very, very critical in getting their sets off to a good start, as we see the Spanish film star get out of dummy half.
Star Grothamian. Seguiaro, flat pass. Almost a shade forward to Olin. Markey juggles.
Last tackle off the arm.
Where will they go? Boas, good to ball, flying for the ball, the winner! I don't think Gary Lowe has grounded it. If he has, he's a magician.
Bernie on tackle 6. Got 2 things to check, mate. Got no try, possible obstruction, ran behind before he kicked, and then grounding, please, mate.
Well, plenty of things to keep the video referee busy. Grounding, offside, and possible obstruction. Surely he was moving at such a speed, he couldn't possibly have grounded that before the dead ball line.
Okay, you keep going through, mate. Okay, there's no obstruction there. And we'll go through to grounding here, please, mate. All right, just something nice and slow on that.
I think it's about a foot too long.
Something from side on might show us, mate. I think his foot might be on the dead ball line here. Go slow, go slow. Going to pause it, mate. Takes possession. Mate, I need you to go frame by frame on that, please, Gavin.
Well, it is inside the dead ball line, but...
All right, we're going to go frame by frame after he takes possession. Want to see if his foot's on the dead ball line. And it's in contact with dead ball line there. Have a decision going to the board.
Yeah, so Lowe's left foot is on the dead ball line, so even if the grounding was okay, it's deemed to have gone dead. But it was exciting. Well,
I was like you. I thought he was miles dead, but he only just got it down the try line, and there we see the no try comes up. 20-metre 7-tackle set for the Irish here. Michael Marham's message pretty clear at half-time. Just hang on to the ball.
And this wind down on the sideline again, Steve, it seems to be picking up again.
Actually, at ground level, it's actually dropping down, Chris. It's actually dropped down on the sideline. It's quite cool, so player comfort will be at all-time high for an international match here at the Old Search National Football Stadium. So it's pretty good going. The boys just have to knuckle down in the Irish camp. Mark Aston's just made it very simple for his boys, just to believe in what they do. Just to believe in what they do. That was his call.
Certainly hasn't dropped the wind up here in the grandstand, I can assure you. Our notes being blown around. It might have been a forward pass to McCarthy Scarsbrook earlier in this set, which the Irish got away with.
Come back, Reese, all the way, mate.
Mulally to play. Finn de Grix.
Last tackle,
Morgan.
fellas, off the arm.
player down in the background. Last tackle. Finn held with the ball. Being intercepted by Nene McDonald, and he's knocked on. So this will be an Irish feed.
Calm down, mate. Calm down. Hey, calm down. Knock on PNG, you've got the feed.
Is he talking to you or me?
He's not talking to me. I think he's telling the boys just to take a chill pill. It's fortuitous for the Irish there. I'm pretty sure they'll get the scrum feed. There's that in the back down Grix, I think.
Yeah, he got hit just as he passed the ball, I think, and he's just searching for his ribs, I think, at the moment. So if he gets to his feet, he'll know that he's on the planet.
Yeah, well, that seemed to be okay, I thought, on Finn. And Grix just hitting the turf pretty heavily. I don't think there's anything illegal in any of that. You say he's looking for his ribs. He's got a couple of spare ones, I think. Well, they're getting their money's worth, aren't they?
Yeah, and we've got
a sellout crowd, exactly the same as last week. 14,800, and you can't squeeze any more in.
That's a very accurate count, mate. Are you involved in that as well?
Oh, we pay attention to detail here in Port Moresby. Particularly, we've got to get the bean counters, they've got to get the numbers right for the funds to throw through to the Rugby League World Cup. I know you got a few freebies for your mates, so those tickets weren't all paid for, but they're thoroughly enjoying this Rugby League World Cup here in Port Moresby. Yes, they've got a distinct advantage being a home nation and all 3 pool matches at home, but everywhere you go, on the streets, they're all talking about it. And that's what a World Cup is all about. Oh, Philbin's put it down under the tackle from Boas on the first tackle. So a scrum will be packed. It'll be a loosened feed to the Kumuls on their own 30.
I'm just wondering whether we're using the normal balls here or we got cakes of soap, because we're just seeing so much of this today. Like, great contact there, but you know, that's fundamental skill that you've got to hang on to the ball there. And again, the error compounded by another error. So we haven't really lit the crowd up. So I'm really hoping from these next 37 minutes or 36 minutes, we see some really open and exciting footy for these people that have shown up here today.
So just 3 tries scored. Scott Grix opened the scoring for Wales, but Ireland rather. Gary Lowe and Nene McDonald scoring the 2 tries for the home team. Markey. By Mullally and company with Philbin. Flat pass, good shot.
Release Anthony!
Wellington Albert, they like him. Played for the penalty, Wellington, I thought, and got it.
Just a little nuance to share is that with Stargroth coming on, he's gone into left centre. Well, have a look at this hit here. Whoa.
He didn't miss, did he, Kyler Moore?
Nice contact, and as we just go on with it here, I mean, he was probably trying to get to his feet a little quickly there, Albert, but again, Matt Cheshin left with no decision to make other than to award the penalty there. I was just saying Otio's moved to back row there, so we weren't sure what that outside back was going to do for PNG on the bench, and there's the movement they've made in their team.
Otio into the back row. And he'll be the fastest back rower in the history of the game, as his back row partner, Reece Martin, plays the ball. Here's Wellington Albert. His legs pumping. Minoga lining up for it. Here he is. Pressing on.
Release Anthony! Hold the line! Hold the line!
Wellington Albert carrying an injury. Boas, Watson. Worked up by Robertson for more. Still no way through. This is the last then. Seguiaro does well to get the ball away. The kick is there and well taken in the end by Shannon McDonald, but he's been pushed into the in goal. Urgent defence by the Kumuls. Yes, they're exciting in attack, but plenty of energy in defence, and they forced themselves a goal line dropout.
And as you pointed out, Wellington Albert in all sorts of trouble, and he's being replaced by Luke Page right now, mate. So again, a change to the Kumuls team as they get some ideal field position.
You can just see him down there being assisted over that near touchline. Here he is, Wellington Albert, and I don't know if it's an ankle or a knee, but that certainly is a blow for the Kumuls. Played a big role last week against Wales. There was also that player placed on report. Look at that dropout. It's being curled back by the wind. And it's gone into touch. Now, Liam Kay is down injured, but they've done well here, Ireland, from that dropout. Struggling into the wind. And running straight into Brees Martin. It's come off the Kumuls player into touch. So they'll have the loosened feet here, Ireland, after that mistake. Just when they thought that another wave of attack would be coming against them. There's Liam Kay getting some attention. Looks like it'd be a right shoulder or AC joint.
Yeah, some heavy contact there in competing for that ball, but that's probably the strongest indication of how gusty it is here today. I think my Devon patch has got slightly bigger as well, mate, as this wind up here is certainly going nuts.
Just to translate, the Devon patch, that's the bald spot. For those of us with hair, it's McCarthy Scarsbrook.
Come on, mate, I've got feelings.
Still 8-6 though. So very much still in this match. The Wolfhounds. McCarthy stealing 5 or 10. And a handful of games with St George, Illawarra. And more will play. Finn de Brooks. Michael Morgan. Good defence by Martin, and he's undone that good work. Giving a penalty away. So taking the 2 from here would be very difficult into this wind. In fact, I think it'd be near impossible.
Well, don't you love a last play penalty? And here, the Irish get an opportunity to put on one of their set plays. They'll work to the middle of the field, and will they go back to that ever-present left side of theirs?
Here's Mullally. McAlorum looking for something. McAlorum goes close. Desperate tackle made there by Mead. The Moore. McAlorum, Mullally, flicked out the back of Moore. No way through. Going the short side, Finn, flat ball almost forward to Morgan. Last tackle. Bricks, kick in, Waite's good. Lowe is back there, fends away the back row, and Gary Lowe gets out of his own in goal, and then some. Gee, that's a good run.
What about that? That's a crucial play too, because that would have been their 3rd set in a row. Gary Lowe comes up with a massive play for the Kumuls.
Every time he gets the ball, Gary Lowe, he gets the crowd on its feet. It's Page. Seguiaro from dummy half. It's ricocheted off an Ireland player that puts the PNG players on side, and Kay does well. Bricks will play it. That's the halfway line, you can see.
quite ironically here today, Chris, the team running into the win has dominated field possession, so certainly have to address that. You mentioned it, the early kick from the Kumuls might be their best strategy.
This could be a penalty. It will be. He's laying in the ruck.
Unlucky, mate. You got called it. Just wait. Don't kick it in.
Watson Boas, the offender. And to be fair, he's shaking his head, so he looked to be carrying an injury, but he's taking his place back in the defensive line, albeit on the wing. Here's Roberts. This will test the Kumuls here. Singleton. McAlorum to Finn. Flat pass away, no good. They couldn't handle it. And so good solid defence from PNG has forced the mistake, and they'll get the loosened feet on their own 10.
Again, nice structure and defence there. Even if the player went through there, I have a feeling they might have came back for an obstruction. The PNG putting themselves under all sorts of pressure here, and Ireland certainly taking advantage of it, but just can't execute on those critical plays when the pass needs to hit the mark.
So looking at those interchanges, both sides have used 6. So 4 of 10 remaining for both sides. And we're only 11 and a half minutes into the second half. Still 8-6 the score. And you'd have to say still they are the dominant side, but unable to turn that into points, PNG. Still with a very strong wind at their back. They're good meters there. Appreciated too by the crowd. Seguiaro, Ottio.
So have a look at that possession rate in the second half, and then we see there 63% to the Irish. That explains the field position as we see Boas.
Passes through. Sorry, mate. He gives the ball to McDonald. And it's been flicked back in field. They retain possession. Seguiaro. Can he get the kick away? No, he's made a meal of it. And so, again, a clunky set from the Kumuls.
Again, a clunky set where we see a line break, but I just feel like Seguiaro needs to get the ball to his halves on last play and allow them to kick the ball.
Shannon McDonald. This season with the Camden Rams. Here's Singleton. Cade gets the ball out the back, handed on to Finn, juggles. Peferangi, Chamberlain, and he's lost it. So both teams with a case of the dropsies. But you hand over possession to this Kumuls outfit too much, and it's inevitable you will pay a hefty price. Still camped in their own 30, PNG, with this gusty breeze at their back. But the halftime score remains, they lead by 2.
Yeah, again, no slickness in that shift to their right-hand side, but I've got to say there, Stargroff, comes up with a lovely hit there to force that error. And again, alleviates the pressure from the Kumuls, who get an opportunity now to get in the opposition half.
Nice and tight, thanks. Lock,
3
hop
from
in tight,
6,
Ireland.
second half
James in, please.
completions for the home team. Coach Michael Marum would be disappointed with that. But they're the type of team that can probably make more mistakes than their opponents and get out of trouble. Given their depth of talent, here's McDonald. Page, good left foot step, hasn't he? Burley Bears skipper in the Queensland Cup. Connell played. Short side to Arce Boas. He's looking for one of his 3 quarters. Grix does well under pressure.
Now, fellas, let's go. Come back, hold.
One of these Welsh forwards, Irish forwards, taking their time to get back behind the ruck. Singleton there, Croc is just leading the field.
That's a monstrous hit there over that right-hand side by Reece Martin. He absolutely towed him up there.
Michael Morgan will play. That's Singleton now. So in fact it was a little more that may have come off. McAloran tries to get a kick in, but gains all of 25 metres, and it goes to this man, Gary Lowe.
Oh my goodness. Lowe comes up with a first play error, and again, the Kumuls get an opportunity to get some great field position, and they surrender possession.
Well, these sort of basic mistakes weren't there last week.
Well, that was pretty much the formula they came up with last week. They kept the Welsh inside their own 30-metre area, came up with a kick where their outside backs could ramp up into the line and get their set started in a very constructive manner. And we see a Kumul there with blood coming out of his head and a HIA.
Luke Page, blood bin, so HIA a free interchange. He'll go and have a bit of work done to that noggin. Stanton Albert comes back into the fray. We keep in mind the significance of this match, given that both teams won on the opening weekend. And whoever wins this match has pretty much secured a place in the quarterfinals and will play the runner-up in Group A, Australia's group, which at the moment would be England. So a fair way to go. Of course, that's assuming both of these teams win their final games. PNG are back here against the United States next Sunday. And the Irish are in Perth against Wales. McCarthy playing first receiver to Peferangi, inside ball to Roberts. Right in the middle of the ground.
What we saw the Irish do particularly well last week was generate ruck speed, and the Kumuls have done a good job of nullifying that today. Hence the shift plays, also see good offload there, aren't as effective.
Well, McAloran just batted that back and lost about 20 metres for his team. Intention was there. Flat pass forward, I thought, to Michael Morgan. He's got Kay then also forward, and Checken pulls up the second one. So last tackle, handover it is. And the score remains PNG 8, Ireland 6. So the first one to Michael Morgan was forward by 1 metre, the second forward by 3 metres.
Play the ball, mate.
Not like you to exaggerate, Chris. Hey.
I'm just calling it as I said.
Chris and Matty from the sideline. Looks like Wellington Albert will have no further part in this match this afternoon. He's hyperextended his right ankle and he's in a lot of pain at the moment, so he'll be sitting out this match from the sideline. At halftime, you were right, Michael Marham's biggest disappointment was the handling errors from his boys. Asked them to tidy up on that, and also to get, he was happy with the defense, and he wants go forward in numbers. So you get a little bit of a hit now that the Kumuls starting to come into this match after the dominance from the Irish, which was expected, but they just need to maintain their composure.
Thanks, Steve, and 6 more. 6 more to the Kumuls here. Steve Dawakanura, our man on the ground here in Port Moresby. We thank him for his services. Well, this game's still a long way to go as we approach the hour mark.
Release now off the neck.
The contact certainly hasn't diminished. There's some massive hits earlier in this set.
There's Odio. But you can almost tell when Willie Mononga's in there. You just hear it. You hear the thud. Seguiaro. Stanton Albert. Can't put the arms free. Watson Holmes. Again, pressure on Brooks. He split the ball. It's come up. And Watson Boas, he couldn't get through. No, careful to give a penalty away here. Things are firing up now, right in the thick of things. I think it's Brad Singleton or George King. Penalty to PNG. A leg pull in the end, so nothing to do with the fireworks. Worrying signs you would expect here for Ireland. Can they hang on? This is Ottio.
Ottio, George, up you get, mate.
Wrapped up, Stan and Albert. Seguiaro. Boas. Out the back, chiming in is David Mead, but there's plenty of green jerseys there.
Timeout, held up, tackle 3.
Well, that's the first real effective shift to that right-hand side that we spoke about before the game. Reece Martin and Nane McDonald over there, and almost the identical replay of the try that Mead scored last week.
Here's Aton, flat pass, oh, big shot on Albert. A big don't argue by Oliver Roberts. Seguiaro. Pounced upon.
Keep coming, George. Hold.
Stargroth Amian is waiting deep out here to the west. Albert Boas rather gets the kick in, and it's been batted over the dead ball line. Ooh. Deep breath from Shannon McDonald.
Have a look at this. Lovely offload. Oh,
Bushka.
Great hit there.
Didn't miss.
Roberts absolutely nailed it. Well, can the Irish, we saw the New Guinea team hold the Irish out for 3 consecutive sets.
He's getting a bit of treatment. Sorry, Matty, that man that put the big shot on Oliver Roberts, he's in back play, and I think he may have come off second best.
Yes, that's what happens when you tackle concrete. Because they are just such a strong carrier.
There's still plenty of vigour in the defence, given we're past the hour mark. The dropout battles its way into this breeze. Oh, Jesus. Big shot there, and that time Singleton with Louis McCarthy-Scarsbrook. Minoga.
Release now! Hold, fellas, hold.
Seguiaro, Marcel Boas. He's halfway through and loses his footing.
Hold the line.
3 gone. Reece Martin, he can almost smell the try line.
Let's go!
Wrapped up by McCarthy-Scarsbrook. Seguiaro from dummy half. Bad pass picked up. Boas puts the kick in. Being ricocheted. It's being ricocheted off the Irish. It's still alive, is it? No.
20. Everything else was backwards off.
Yeah, an opportunity goes begging. The Irish get the ball for a 20-metre restart.
Well, let's tip our cap to the Irish there. That's 3 sets on their own try line. They've come up with some real desperate defence there and managed to hold the Kumuls out on that last play there. It was a little bit of a ricochet rabbit, but they dodge another bullet.
It's got a long way to go in this match.
Willie off the ball!
Still anyone's game. There is the official Rugby League World Cup website, rlwc2017.com. All the latest news, fixtures, results and standings. That's your go-to place for the World Cup information. Here's George King.
James, give him space!
That's all we want if Ireland were to be next to score. That would certainly open this game up. Here's Grix. Poor kick and unable to handle by PNG. I think the knock-on will go against the Kumuls. Penalty to Ireland as Finn is down receiving some treatment.
Yeah, he's hit just after he passed. I wouldn't say it's high. Let's have a look. Paul Leighton absolutely gets him off his feet. I'm pretty sure it would have been a knock on anyway. Goodness.
Well,
there's only a few of us left that look that good, mate.
3-2 interchanges remaining. PNG with 3. He's okay there, Luke Page. Looking a little bit like Hannibal Lecter.
Are you thinking about strutting that look tonight, mate?
Well, I guess desperate measures. So 2 points the margin. 17 remain. Desperate defence required here by the home team.
Hold the line, 1 foot.
Single in the play. Gilbin.
Okay, fellas, let go now. Off the arm. Hold the line, go through.
Long ball. McAlorum. Finn, dummies inside. Short ball. McCarthy Scarsbrook.
Release up now, mate. Hold the line. That's it. Off the arm, let go.
He's been busy, hasn't he? Singleton. Been in everything. McAlorum. Coming back to the western side is Finn. He's wrapped up by Boas. It's been taken well. Good take there. The rising ball by Mead.
Showed some great composure there, the Kumuls, and then Mead's positional play on last play, absolutely perfect. They need to generate some ruck speed and get down the other end of the field at the moment. Because the Irish are just starting to edge their way back into this game.
I've got to say, I think most of the crowd, and I would tend to agree, we're sort of waiting for this onslaught of points to come. This big wind advantage to do something to the scoreboard, but it hasn't been that way. Here's Ottio. To Boas. Last tackle, turnover.
Well,
pretty poor.
You've got a gale behind you and you get caught on last play. It's even worthwhile coming out of your own territory. Have a look at the coach. Yep, I know how that feels. It's always good to have a two-way, just to throw around a little bit, bounce off the walls in that situation as well.
Time on! Let's go!
Those pictures there of Michael Rowe, I mean, it was just dumb football, wasn't it? You've got to use this win.
But as you mentioned, Chris, if you're going to wait till last play, it's sometimes going to be too late. You may as well get on the shoe earlier under less pressure.
York's giving it on to Michael Morgan, the namesake of the Kangaroo. He said he wants to make his own name in the game. Garthy Scarsbrook, Philbin. Could play the ball too, Peperangi. Roberts can't handle, Ottio can, inside ball away, Stargroth-Amir with the ball now. The crowd are hoping for something now. Very well played. Ottio.
And that typifies what the Kumuls are doing. There are a lot of one-out hit-ups, not a lot of movement or decisions to make around the ball at all.
Boas to Martin. Well, they're not going to get it. He's ruled it to be forward, a forward pass there, says Matt Chekin. So again, a poor way to finish that set, and you get the feeling they're just waiting for this match to be handed to them. Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, that replay shows it perfectly as Boas goes all the way to the line, but there's no defensive decisions for the Irish to make. There's only one player that's going to get that ball. He couldn't really genuinely play at the back.
Chris, you're exactly right. From the sideline, it doesn't look good for the Kumuls. They seem to be handing all the opportunities back to the Irish. As a boss, his kicking game has been absolutely terrible in those last 3 sets. No real pressure on the Irish. So the Kumuls need to wake up and put a bit more expansion into the game and get that ball out wide.
Nick Steele, Mark Aston, I guess he's still got a lot of belief in his team. Hoping they can pull something out of the hat here. Only 2 points adrift. With 12 and a half to play. Singleton.
Give him room, mate. Hold. Reece, get up!
Good line there by Philbin. Good play the ball. McAlorum to Finn. McCarthy Scarsbrook. And Morgan will play. This is the last. It's coming back with the breeze. Hard work underneath that, David Mead. Well done. And now the Kumuls, they really, Matty Elliott, just need
Get out of the way and let him play
a good solid set with a good kick on the back of it, if not something else.
Yeah, well, there's some concern around the Kumuls captain there. As you see him there, just stretching his leg. I don't know if he landed awkwardly or he's got a bit of a cramp. But again, we see a one-out hit up, absolutely no movement around the ball. This will be growing the Irish team's confidence.
So some clouds are creeping over the stadium. The lights have been on for some time. Minoga plays it now. Baptiste. Audio. Baptiste away to Aton. Oh, Minoga's coughed it up cold. And Ireland have the ball. Michael Morgan with it now. And coming in to wrap him up there is Justin Olam. But another mistake for the home team. That's 17 errors for them in the match, up against 12 for Ireland.
He's out cold. Wait.
Hard to win a match
Wait. Tackle two.
when you make more errors than your opponent.
You okay?
And they are clinging to this slender 2-point lead.
Just a quick one from the sideline. Chris, Luke Page has been cleared by the head injury assessment and is back on the paddock. No stitches, but that wound has been closed.
Thanks, Steve. A good opportunity here for the Irish. Singleton.
Off the arm, release!
Philbin. Peperangi. Back on the inside, Chamberlain.
Last tackle, let go!
Can they hang on here, the Kumuls? Finn with the kick in, aiming for the upright. Oh, they're cutting in, and Rory McCarthy Scarsbrook reaches out for the ball. It beats him over the dead ball line, and the Kumuls bring it back for a restart on the 20.
As we watch the replay here, oh, McCarthy Scarsbrook does everything to get himself to the ball and just can't ground it. And yet the tension in the grandstand here is palatable from the crowd. They have the same feeling as you and I, Chris. They're just going to give this game away if they don't finish a set or look after the pill.
Well, here's Mead. He looks to be okay. Under 10 minutes to go. 8-6 they lead. Good run. Stargrove a man with play. Here's Otio. Looking for a quick play. The ball gets it. Baptiste goes for a run. He's looking for support. He doesn't need it. Yes, he does. He's got Boas. Boas away to Gary Lowe. And Lowe is chopped down 3 metres short. Minoga acting hard. They've got numbers out there. Mead with the ball. Oh, good defence. One-on-one. Great tackle by the captain. Mead plays the ball. Aton down the short side. In they go. In they go. Forward pass. Oh, boy. Justin Olam was over for the 4 points, and it's been pulled back.
Well, here's a replay there, and we see Boas go all the way to the line. Referee got it 100% right. What about the scramble defence from the Irish? We see Liam Kay come off the wing, and then his skipper, Liam Finn, comes up with another try saver in the next play. Outstanding stuff from the Irish.
Well, listen to that. Talk about a home ground advantage. Just over 8.5 remain. Still ahead by 2. The winner of this match, as we've said. Oh, they've coughed it up. Here's another opportunity for PNG. I don't think I've seen so many errors in a match for some time. That mistake is almost asking the Kumuls to come and take the match. Here's Gary Lowe looking for an opening. Grabbed by the collar. Baptista, Martin can't handle. Well, you talk about maybe a slippery ball, but possibly it's the wind. I just don't know.
Well, 33 errors in a game. It certainly doesn't make for a great spectacle. But now it's just about grit. As we get inside the 8-minute mark, these teams are going to have to work hard to defend their try line.
Well, those smiley faces, they'd be mighty disappointed if they walk away from here empty-handed. As we've said, the winner of this match, in all likelihood, will lock in a berth in the quarterfinals. 7.5 remain.
This side.
The home team up by 2.
Come on. Wait. Off the foot. Play on. Luca! Come, fellas. Come with these home, mate.
McDonald, the player. Philbin, picked off by the markers.
Release now. Willie, all the way, mate.
Luke Page is hard to mistake now, isn't he? Singleton.
Up now, fellas. Keep coming, Reece.
Here's Roberts. Bricks. No way through. So 35 out. Their last play. Finn goes to the sky. It's a wobbly old kick. Being allowed to bounce, and Minoga comes up with it.
Just a little strategic move there by Michael Marum, where Justin Olam's gone to fullback and Mead's gone over onto that right wing. I don't know whether he has hurt himself or whether fatigue's just started to take hold of him.
Well, Michael Marum will be hoping his team can just play out this set of 6. Use this wind at their back, which is still very strong. Rene McDonald gets his body half through. Baptiste, one marker, steaming onto it, Page. Down the short side now. Nene, he puts a kick in. It's going to bounce, and it's going to beat them all over the dead ball line. I don't know, his teammates knew that was coming.
Well, it's a fundamental, Chris, particularly at elite level football, is that the play before you kick is just as crucial as a kick. So you set up good field position, and the Irish get a penalty, and they're going to get an opportunity here to steal this game.
Just over 5 remaining.
Up now. What's the problem, Bucky?
Finn will play it. Kay adds 10. Tyrone McCarthy at dummy half. Peperangi offloads. Oh, McCarthy's knocked on. Knock on against Ireland. McCarthy not happy, but they are. We expected this to be a close contest, and it certainly is going down to the wire. Yeah, he dropped that cold. Tyrone McCarthy.
No he's not in, mate.
He won a New South Wales Cup with Illawarra Cutters. He won a Queensland Cup with Northern Pride. Qualifies, his grandfather was born in Munster. Talking of Munster,
Come together,
Luke Page looks like a monster, doesn't he?
Come together, hop in. Lock, hop in, wait for the out call.
Nasty.
Out.
Here's Olam. Will 2 points be enough to seal this, or will they go in again? Seguiaro. Still plenty of weight in these tackles. Avon.
Up now. Hold. Milking.
Page back behind the markers.
Hold the line. Markers lock in. Hold.
So this is the last. Watson Boas with a conservative kick. He finds touch. And it looks like the Kumuls are happy to soak up the clock.
Same as down there.
And they'll be in no hurry to pack this scrum. 8 points to 6. Just over 3 out from full time.
Well, the Irish are going to have to take some risks in this last 3 minutes. Again, they're going to have to put that error count aside, try and offload the ball and play some second phase. They're 90 metres away from where they need to be to ice this game.
It's been scrappy, hasn't it? 34 errors in the match.
Out.
And we're not done with yet. Peperangi brought down on his own 10. Kay monstered over there by McDonald.
Don't work him, mate. Up you get.
McDonald,
Release now. Hold.
2.5 out from full time. Wayward pass, that's gone forward, I fancy. It's been towed on by Watson Boas. Is the bounce going to be kind? Oh yes, indeed it is. And Watson Boas will go in to score for the Kumuls. And all but put a full stop on this match. It's been given by Matt Checken, and the crowd going absolutely crazy here in Port Moresby. Come on, Michael Marum, give us a smile. This match now surely is done and dusted.
Well, as we watch the replay, I guess it was inevitable that a try was going to come as a result of an error. And this time it was an Ireland error, not off slick play, but great awareness there from Boas.
Wow, what a try from the PNG Kumuls. Watson Boas having a tough day in the office, and that just caps off a wonderful day. Both teams expected a grind. It was a grind. Nobody told the crowd, and they've sat here right to the 80th minute for a spectacular result.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. I can assure you of that. Watson Boas. And they are loving every minute of this here in Port Moresby. So 12 points to 6 with just over a minute remaining. It took them a while, didn't it? It looked like they just expected they would win this match. Making 19 errors to 16. Conversion is good. PNG lead Ireland 14 points to 6. And we're into the final minute.
What about the response from the crowd there? Deafening.
How good is it, Matty? I mean, we've both been to so many games of rugby league in all parts of the world, but I've never experienced anything quite like this before.
No, they're immersed in it every moment of every play, and here comes a short kick-off.
McDonald does well. There'll be no pushed passes in this final set, I can assure you of that. Papua New Guinea, smiles all around. They've beaten Ireland here in Port Moresby by 14 points to 6. They love it. They have loved every moment of it. A very big build-up through the week. And Matty, we expected this to be a lot closer than the blowout here last week against Wales. But PNG, they have now got 1 foot in the quarterfinals of this Rugby League World Cup.
Yes, you're right, Chris. We didn't see a magnificent game of footy, but the dominant team won. There's just some key stats there that I don't like to, again, not going to quote too many, but 46 missed tackles versus 17 from the PNG side. And those line breaks, obviously 11 blot, indicates that the best team won, albeit not in fine style.
Yes, I think the Ireland captain there, Liam Finn, concedes that the better team won the match, but full credit to the Irish. They really have given this a big, big shake, and I didn't think they'd stay with the Kumuls for as long as they did, and it really took until the, 78th minute for PNG to seal this match. Let's go downstairs to Steve.
Baptiste, how does this register in your life as a historical moment?
Oh, mate, it feels great. You know, we know we were in for a tough challenge today, and the Irish really gave it to us there. But you know, the boys stuck at it, kept defending, kept showing up, and you know that's what makes it. We're dropping it a bit there, but you know, we're coming up in defence and just holding them out, which was great to see.
Everybody expected a great, and that's what it was. What do you think kept the boys so resilient?
Oh, mate, I think it's the will to win. We want to win for our fans, for this, for our country, and you know, we're doing this for not just us, but everyone here and all our families and friends.
Thank you very much, mate. It's time to celebrate a very historic win, and it's certainly a day you won't be forgetting for a long time.
No way. It's a great feeling, and just going to enjoy this with the boys tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Steve Dawa-Kanura down there with Kurt Baptiste.
Mate, the Wolfhounds came here with a purpose, and you guys certainly delivered to the crowd's expectations. But just a case of so close, just almost there.
Yeah, we pinned them down in their half, and I thought we were going to come away with points, but we were unlucky. We kept forcing stuff, and we were unlucky because we wanted to come here and spoil the party, and I think we nearly did that. But good luck to them, and they're going to go on now to the quarters, and they're going to face either England or someone like that. So good luck to them.
Physicality, how did you find it in the office out there today against the Kumuls?
Oh no, they're big lads. Their wingers are prop forward, so it's going to be hard. And we nearly won, but we didn't. So it was just it was unlucky on our part.
Well, you dominated for most of the match. Good luck with your matches to come, and fly the flag for Ireland with pride. Thank you very much.
Nice one, cheers, brother.
The representative of the Ireland Wolfhounds here at the NFS, the All Church National Football Stadium. This evening we have a chat with another in just a couple of minutes' time.
14 points to 6, and well, they took their time, but in the end, smiles all round here at the All Search National Football Stadium. Some people came here expecting another big scoreline like that last week against Wales, but that wasn't to be. A very resilient effort by Ireland. They put up a great fight, and as we said, the match not really sealed until about the 78th minute. 3 tries to 1 in favour of the Kumuls in a match, Matty Elliott, full of errors.
Well, have a look at those line breaks. That shows a dominant team. Definitely the Kumuls 11-0. And as we go down the missed tackles there, have a look at that, 17 to 46. Again, just shows. You know, but we have to acknowledge how hard the Irish scrambled. We saw one set where they came up with 2 try-scoring tackles in a set. And, you know, their effort was magnificent today. And here's some highlights for you, mate. Look at this critical play.
Well, he almost got there, didn't he, Louis McCarthy-Scarsbrook, and he's holding his forehead there. He knows how important that would have been. That one pulled back for a forward pass. Justin Olam. That could well have sealed the game. And this mistake a wayward pass and bang, towed through by Watson Boas. The bounce was kind and he went in to score right next to the post to seal the match. David Mead, the captain, embraced by the fans. They have loved every single minute of this, and they'll be hoping that more good times come to Port Moresby next weekend when the United States come to town. A wonderful afternoon here in the Papua New Guinea capital. 14 points to 6, the final score. 3 tries to 1. Gary Lowe, Nene McDonald and Watson Boas, the try scorers. Mickey McAlorum scoring a try. But all in all, just a wonderful afternoon for rugby league in Port Moresby.
Well, not a game that you're going to talk about technical execution, but I think that last highlight there, just listening to the crowd go completely nuts when Boas scored that decisive try in the final moments.
Well, there he is, one of the Kumuls players. So that's how it stands then currently, and Papua New Guinea 2 wins from 2 matches and a 52-point in the for and against column. They lead the way on 4 points with 2 from 2.